like 300 pounds. He has a scar right here. He's been shanked and been shot. He's huge. I was like, oh Lord Jesus.
Your last is what?
The big old friendly guy. The hey!
Wow.
He's a real good. He's gonna be out here. He should be getting out Thursday. He had a second-degree felony. He was supposed to 25 years. They dropped his charges.
Amen.
But check this out. So he's like, man, I love you, man. You're like an angel that God sent me. You just don't look like one. And he's big old friendly. I call him a big old gummy bear. You'll see him. And I expanded his vision. He's gonna have a gummy bear ministry for the sick kids in the hospitals. He's gonna dress up like a gummy bear.
Wow.
Yeah. For real. He said the kids are gonna be like, they're not gonna know what to do, to eat him or to smile. Well, I expanded his vision, you know, to think big, you know what I'm talking about? You know, and God started doing things in people, expanding people's mind. There's this guy, his name is Gizmo. He's looking at the time too, and his name is Gizmo. He's done the 12 flight. You can't tell him nothing. I did 12 years. You can't tell me nothing. He's sleeved up, everything. And he's like, but I want to go talk to them young kids in them high schools and stuff. He's like, if God can do what you can do with me, and he just expanded the vision. You see the manifestation of God. And it's just like you could see, like, their way of thinking just changed, you know, because God is a big God, so our vision has to be big like his, you know. And so I expected the situation to get worse. So I get there, and I'm thinking I just got a violation for the machine. Well, I got like 4 violations on my paper. So my situation got a little worse, you know. And I remember asking God, and I remember talking to my brother, talking to a lot of people here, and people were just like, wow. So, some people were like, because they were so assured that God was going to get me out of here that when I would speak to them, sometimes I'd be sad, but they were like I remember I called Lupita, and Lupita was like, she was excited. I was like, whoa, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? But she was like, you know, this is a time that you can take the time for yourself to just meditate on God, you know, see what He wants you to do, you know. And everything was just awesome. The people there, like I said, man, I had people that went out of their way. The courtroom filled up. It reminded me a lot of my accident. You know, when I had my accident, the same thing happened. And it just God strengthened my faith, because when I went into this courtroom, I had the paperwork right here. I went into this courtroom thinking they were going to do all sorts of damage to me, you know.
Yeah, I got the paperwork.
Check this out. One of the things that I was going to do when I got out was I was going to quit Off the Chain Ministries and just really dedicate myself time to myself, you know.
Yeah.
And
Well, pass it around so people can see that.
oh yeah, I'm going to pass this around, but I'm going to read it first. And then one of the things I was going to do is I was going to take time for myself, you know. And God told me, He's like, right before I went into court, He's like, man, if you give up, it means this ministry was never mine to begin with. It was yours the whole time. Because you don't have no say-so in this, you know. And it's crazy because they threw out all my conditions of my probation, which is all the bondage, everything that I had. They threw them out. It says delete. At the very top it says delete. And it says all my community service hours, which I didn't do. The machine that I have to blow into 6 times a day, which is that machine wherever. Well, God took it away, you see. But that machine was really bad. It was something that, you know, they took it away. I still gotta go return it. I don't want to pay that money. And then it said they deleted the participation with the mentoring program through Church of God with Pastor Francisco Cano. But check this out. A week before I got locked up, I was going to a friend of mine. Her name's Bonnie Nixon. She's like a spiritual mother of mine. She is an awesome one. Who's met Bonnie Nixon in here?
I think I met her.
Wow, she is awesome. She's like Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
She's the next big thing to white race. Alright, well, she's awesome. And I was gonna go every week to go through internal healing, right? Woman of God, right? And it says, this is what they added. They took off all the bad things that had me in bondage, and this is what they added. They said, continue counseling with Bonnie Nixon once a week for at least 6 months.
Wow.
That's like rewarding me, you know what I'm talking about? I love going so hard. Now I have an excuse. Hey, Bonnie, you know what? I have to go over there. If I don't, I go to jail. You can't kick me out. I tell the police, look, it says right here. And it's unheard of. Court systems don't do that. They don't say, okay, counseling with David. You know, court systems don't do that. All right. The second condition, which is